What's up YouTube, my name's Will, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys some different pull-up hacks that you can use. Doesn't matter what level you're at, beginner, intermediate, advanced, you can still use these techniques to improve your pull-ups.
Willie Will. Rackets on rackets, got backings on backings, I'm riding around in the coupe.
Alright guys, so if this is the first time you're watching a video from me, do me a favour, click that subscribe button, become part of the team. Make sure you ding dong the notification bell so you get notified when I upload every week and you never miss an episode. So, in today's episode what we're going to be talking about is the pull-up. I'm going to show you guys 3 main hacks to get you your first pull-up, or even to increase the number of pull-ups that you're doing. So this is also going to tie into last week's video, so if you didn't see that, I'll leave a card up here for you to check that out. However, today we're just talking about progressions, assistance and negatives or eccentrics. So the first of those, progressions. The progression for the pull-up, you'll probably see quite a few videos on this, but my favorite one is the Australian row. Now we can do this on rings. I've got a set of rings from Fortis, or you can do it on a bar. So I'll insert a clip now of what this will look like on a bar, but it is basically the same principle. You'd have to do it on a low bar. However, we're talking about rings today. So you want to have the rings about shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider. And how this is going to work is we're just taking away some of our body weight, so we're not having to lift all of it up in one go, which is what we will be doing when we're doing something in the full form of a pull-up. So an Australian row, we will come down to here with a neutral grip on the rings, so our palms are facing inwards towards each other, like so. The easiest variation of this, have your feet flat, pointing away from you, in line with your knees, about hip width apart, flat on the floor like so, and come down to this position here. From here, this is a dead hang, so we want to get our scapula involved, we want to get our scapula active, so we're going to pull down on our scapula to this position, and from here, leading the movement with our elbows, we're going to pull ourselves up to the rings, like so. Squeeze in the back the whole way, lower down really slowly, staying in that active position, keeping those scapula pulled down. And what this will do is it will allow you to build your basic pulling strength in the lats and the biceps, which is what you're going to need to do your very first pull-up. Also, by doing this on rings, what you will build up is a good idea of stability, and it's a lot more challenging to do this on rings than it is on a bar. So if you have access to rings, definitely give it a go on rings. If not, the bar version is just as effective at building this base pulling strength, which is basically a row. Hence Australian pull-up, Australian row, they're basically the same thing. And after we have mastered this move, then we can try different grips with that. If you're on a bar, you can go close grip, you can go supinated, so palms facing towards me, so we could do it like this, close, or wide, like you mixed. You could do a load of different things to jazz that up. And then after this progression, what you would naturally move on to is either banded or eccentrics. So I'm going to show you that now. The next hack that I have for you guys is the banded pull-up. Now I don't want to see any cheating, right? The main thing and problem I see when people do banded pull-ups is that they have this little bounce at the bottom when they're doing them for reps, and that's just completely defeating the point, because then you're using momentum and not strength. So I'm going to show you how to do them properly. With the banded pull-up, we want to maintain good form, not use momentum. So what we're going to do is step 1 foot into this. So pull the band down, step 1 foot in. You want to select a band that is of the correct resistance for you. So just try a few out and just sort of guess based on your weight and see what the recommendations are. I've got a light band here, which is the black one from Fortis. That's the one I use because I'm quite a lightweight athlete. So same, we want to just jump up, pull onto the bar here, put the other foot in. Now we're at the dead hang. So as with a normal pull-up, what we want to do is activate the scapula, so we're in the active hang, elbows to back pockets, pull up, hold it here for a couple of seconds, come down slowly and controlled so that we're not bouncing out the bottom, bouncing out the bottom, bouncing out the bottom to get the reps. We want to be nice and controlled so that we're using strength, because that's the whole point. If you just bounce, then you're never going to be able to do a proper pull-up for reps, because you won't have the strength. You'll just have to kip, and that's not a good idea. So again, from this all the way down position, dead hang, scapula pull down, elbows to back pockets, chin over the bar, lower back down slowly to here. Woo! And that is how you do proper banded pull-ups. So the next thing we want to look at, which is the last thing, is negatives. Alright guys, so the next hack is eccentrics or negatives. So the idea with negatives is that we are doing the lowering down portion of the movement only. We're not doing any of the concentric, which is the pulling phase. We're simply lowering ourselves back down to build up strength in that movement pattern without having to actually pull our body weight over, because that is the hardest bit. We're stronger on the way down than we are on the way up, 30% stronger in fact. So how we want to go about negatives is we want to find something. In this case I've got some ladders, but you could potentially just jump up or find a box onto the bar so that your chin is going to be above the bar. You want to get to this top point. We want to have good form all the way through, and it's all about time under tension. So we want to have a small hold at the top before we lower. We want to lower really slowly, keeping good form all the way through, and then have an active hang at the bottom. So I'll show you what that looks like when I get down there. So you want to step up, chin over. So your hand's probably 1.5 times shoulder width, 2 times shoulder width, whatever's comfortable for you. Overhand grip. Get to here, hold for a couple of seconds, come down nice and slow. I can feel the stretch on my lats. Then when I get to here, my scapula is still engaged, so I'm in an active hang. So if I now go into a passive hang, you see the difference. So as in the reverse, if I was going to do a pull-up, I would activate my scapula and then pull. We're getting down to here, stay active, hold this hang for a couple of seconds, and then stop and drop down. And you want to repeat that a few times so that we're just building up that strength in the negative movement. But as I say, it's all about time under tension, so don't rush it and make sure that you do a good few reps. If we're more advanced along the road to getting your very first pull-up, or even if you can already do pull-ups and you just want to build up the amount of reps you can do, we can do weighted negatives. So I have here a chain belt from Amazon. It's by Elite Body Squad. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. And I have a 8 kg kettlebell. So you don't have to do it with 8 kg, a couple of pounds on a plate, or you know, a couple of kilograms be absolutely fine, whatever's, as long as it's challenging. So all we're doing here by adding weight is adding extra resistance to the lowering portion. So by doing that, it's going to make it harder. We're having more stress on the muscles, and you're going to build even more strength and get even more gains towards your very first pull-up. Exact same process. When we get up here, just hold the weight so you're not dragging it all the way up. Get up here, nice good hold at the top for a second or two. Up here, slowly on the way down, time under tension, nice active hang at the bottom, and then to dead hang, and then drop. Same again, just do that for reps, and you will be well on your way to your very first pull-up. Alright guys, that is it. That has been my quick
triple hack on how to get your very first pull-up. I don't see a lot of people talking about weighted negatives, but I think they are a very, very good tool. So hopefully you're one of the people who's watched this video all the way to the end so that you can get maximum pull-up gains. If you haven't done so already, make sure to click that subscribe button and ding the notification bell so you get notified when I upload every single week. If this has helped you on your road to get your first pull-up, make sure to smash that like button for me. It really helps out the channel. Also guys, if you haven't checked out Zenith Clothing yet, there's a link in the description for you. If you buy anything off of there, make sure you use code WILL10, get yourself 10% off. Helps me out a little bit as well. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.